Okay, all right. I have like absolute ass cheeks in my like eye right now, but as you can see, Stephen Curry is what Galileo warned us about. Do I know what that means? Do I think I'll ever know what it means? But we're gonna see what he's talking about because I'm very curious about what the heck Galileo said to make them believe that this is like what?
Curry is exactly what Galileo warned us about 400 years ago.
Oh wait, so are you saying Stephen Curry was promised to us 400 years ago? Wait, that might be why he sports the big eye.
It's the 2015-16 NBA season, and the Golden State Warriors are running through the league like...
Oh, look at that right there. Hold up. We have to go back just for a second to appreciate that. Oh, Lord. I don't even watch basketball, but this lineup right here, bro. This... Not gonna lie, I think I know the light skinned dude. I'm pretty sure this is Draymond Green. I thought this dude was Draymond Green at first, but I was like, no, that guy looks like an ape. No, this is Draymond Green. This is Curry. I don't know who that is in the back. Is that Scottie Pippen? I don't know.
Through the league like nothing professional.
I joined the live, but you won't say that because I'm telling you not to. That basketball has I read everything aloud, dog. How did you expect me not to do that?
5 feet from the basket, well beyond the 3-point line, well beyond.
Oh my god, the greatest point guard ever, bro. I love Stephen Curry.
What any serious basketball mind would call a reasonable shot. He catches the ball, barely takes a dribble, and rises into a jumper that should miss by 6 feet. It goes in. The crowd.
Greatest player alive, bro. Greatest player alive.
Its mind. Oh, what a shot from Curry! This is not a fluke. This is a structural collapse.
Okay, we're 34 seconds in. What does this have to do with Galileo?
Of everything the basketball
ChatGPT idea.
World believed it understood about shooting efficiency, shot selection, and the physical limits of what a human being can do with a basketball. In 1632, Galileo Galilei published a book that got him placed.
That's a dumb name, by the way. What's your name? Marvin Marvin? Mario? Luigi Mario? Like, Galileo Galilei. Wait! Galileo warned us about Tralaleo Tralala. Oh my god. That's why his name was that. Oh my god. Galileo Galilei. Or whatever he just said. Tralaleo Tralala. Tralaleo Tralala. Shark with blue shoes. Sliding around like he got nothing to lose. Tung 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 sahur. Alright, my bad.
To rest for the rest of his life. The book was called Dialogue Concerning the Two
Galileo Galil.
Chief World Systems,
like Kal-El.
And its central argument was simple but devastating. The universe does not work the way you think it does. The accepted wisdom of nearly 2,000 years, the Aristotelian model that educated men had built entire civilizations of thought around, was wrong. Galileo didn't just challenge a theory, he challenged the entire framework that people used to understand reality. He said that when you drop two objects of different weights, they reach the ground at the same time, which contradicted everything the scientific establishment had.
Because like you ask, drop a pound of feathers, or drop a pound of bricks, which is heavier. Does that make sense in the scenario? No.
Spent centuries insisting was true. The establishment didn't thank him for this. They prosecuted him. Because what Galileo was really warning the world about wasn't just physics. It was
Stephen Curry.
Someone proves that a limitation you believed in was never actually a law at all. To understand what Curry represents, you have to understand the orthodoxy he walked into. The NBA by 2009
By the way, Stephen Curry is only like 6'4", which is small for the NBA.
had already calcified around a set of beliefs about how winning basketball was played. You built your offense around a dominant big man or a slashing wing who could get to the rim. You used the
or just be Stephen Curry
line as a supplement, a weapon for specific shooters and specific
make that your entire weapon.
The central architecture of your entire offensive
system. Curry made it where every kid wanted to spam threes. Like genuinely, Curry made it where every kid just started spamming threes. Forget going for layups, forget going for dunks. Spam a three. Spam a three. Spam a three. 3. I'm Curry. 3. I don't know why people were saying Kobe when they were hitting threes. Because we should have been saying Curry. Stephen Curry.
Coaches who encouraged deep pull-up jumpers from 30 feet were
deep.
Reckless. The analytics community which was supposed to challenge conventional wisdom, had actually reinforced a version of the orthodoxy by correctly pointing out that shots near the rim were more efficient than mid-range jumpers. The conclusion that most people drew from that data was that
it's just that people usually get points if they take it to the hoop. That it's more likely that they're gonna make the goal at that point. Make the shot, sorry.
You attacked the basket and you stayed close to the basket. Nobody had accounted for what would happen if someone came along who could shoot from 35 feet.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Curry. Oh my god.
Nobody had accounted for what would happen if someone came along who could
like, what is this? This is from behind the logo, bro.
Shoot from
and it goes
35 feet.
And it goes in. He doesn't even look at it. He looks away. Cool guys don't look at their explosions. Oh my god. Do you think that also side tangent? Do you think when they say cool guys don't look at their explosions, like cool guys walk away from explosions? Do you since he's like when it's an explosion, does that mean like they do this? That's how they explode.
54% efficiency. That player wasn't supposed to exist. Galileo's most important contribution.
What do you mean, Aaron TikTok, bro? You said how nice snitch.
That you had to measure things rather than.
Like, what am I supposed to say, bro? I'm not a snitch.
Curry's entire career is a refutation of the basketball equivalent of this exact failure. Basketball scouts in the early 2000s didn't measure whether a 6'3" guard with chronic ankle problems could sustain shooting efficiency from extreme distance over a full career. They looked at him and reasoned about it based on what they believed they already understood about the game, and they decided he couldn't.
Triumph right there. Stephen Curry is triumph. Stephen Curry's the GOAT.
Selected him in the draft after 6 teams had passed on him. Teams looked at his frame, looked at his ankle injury history, and concluded that the evidence in front of them pointed toward limitation.
2009 NBA Draft. The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Robinson College.
Steph.
2012 and 2013.
Steph.
A healthier Curry was beginning to reveal something that didn't fit the existing framework.
Bang.
His three-point percentage was exceptional.
Oh yeah,
his range
bang.
was unusual.
We love Stephen Curry, bro.
Processed what he was doing because the volume
Steph
wasn't there
is the
yet,
GOAT.
and volume is what forces a paradigm to collapse. In 2015-16, Curry made 402 three-pointers.
What? Wait, hold up. Peep that number again.
Made 402 three-pointers.
He made 403 three-pointers. That is over 1,200 points from just a three. This is including going to the hoop, free throws, any of that nature. 1,200 points by himself. Games usually only go to like the 100 to 120 mark. He could have probably won 12 games all by himself. 12 games all by himself with those type of points. Stephen Curry might be the GOAT. He might just be the most amazing player to touch basketball. Forget LeBron, forget Luka, forget Michael. Stephen Curry is the GOAT. Steph is the GOAT.
Perfect capper for him. 9/10 of a second.
Becoming the first unanimous MVP in
NBA
history and setting a single-season record that still stands. He was
only anonymous winner. Stephen Curry is the GOAT. Stephen Curry is the GOAT. I don't care.
Making deep pull-up threes in transition, catch and shoot threes from the logo.
Like, he looks like he's in Kuroko, no basketball, bro. Gosh darn.
Off the dribble threes from distances where most players wouldn't even consider releasing the ball. And he was doing it at an efficiency
that's what it's called, right?
Completely invalidated every assumption coaches and front offices had made about.
He kind of looks like a twink.
Shot selection.
Still the GOAT, though.
Previous 30 years, Galileo wrote that the greatest obstacle to discovering the truth isn't ignorance, it's the illusion of knowledge.
Okay, so what he's saying is 400 years ago, Galileo was thinking about basketball, and he was like, there's going to be a dude who disproves reality, which the reality of basketball, and his name is going to be Stephen Curry. Hey, bro,
the NBA didn't struggle to accept Curry because it lacked information. It struggled because it already believed it knew how basketball worked.
Like, look at him.
Coordinators had entire systems built around the assumption that a shooter becomes less dangerous the farther he moves away from the basket. Close out on the three-point line, take away the corner three, force the ball handler into mid-range situations, and
Yo, James Harden might be the most annoying player I've seen in my life. He has two dudes wide open. One dude completely wide open. In this scenario, there's no way he doesn't bang this three as long as he's been sitting there actually training. And then he just ball hogs, bro. This guy's open too. There's literally only one guy, and that guy's in the paint, and you're charging towards this guy. Yo, I would have hated to be on a team with James Harden, bro. This guy is like he's literally the basketball version of Noah, dog. I know this like image sucks, but he is the basketball version of Noah. I would rather get a hat trick and lose by 4 than win 2-0. Like, he's literally that guy.
Defended the 3-point.
Like, oh my god.
On the 3
Bro, what is this shit? Hold up, we gotta peep that back. He gives it to Harden.
point line, take away the corner.
3 people are open, bro. He's covered. 2 people are wide open.
3, force the ball handler into mid-range situation.
One's open, one's wide open, another's wide open. This guy's wide open. This guy's wide open. This guy's open.
And you've defended the 3-point.
Come on, bro.
Threat.
Yo.
This was the
It gets to a
model.
point. Hi,
What
Jack.
it didn't account for was a player whose effective
still
shooting
on,
range between where other players' effective range ended.
Oh my god, that is disgusting. That is absolutely
What it
disgusting.
didn't
My
account for
gosh.
was a player whose effective
Holy
shooting range between where other
shyster,
players'
bro.
effective-
Yo, Stephen Curry, bro. If you weren't married to Alicia Curry and my name was Alicia Curry, then bro, you would be getting some. You wouldn't be in this debate going on where they talking about your wife don't love you, bro.
range
I'm a straight heterosexual male.
ended.
You straight homosexual male?
I didn't
Curry
say that.
comes off
I
a
just didn't
screen
say that.
30 feet from the basket.
Dude,
Closing
what?
on him is functionally impossible without leaving yourself catastrophically out of position if he drives. He's made more three-pointers from beyond 30 feet than any player who's ever lived.
Oh,
Every defensive principle built on the assumption that distance equals safety.
that just makes you mad, bro. Looking at that makes you mad. Larry Bird is better, by the way. You're just
He
racist.
was not
You're just
Curry.
racist, bro. Steph is like super light skinned, bro. This is who you should be talking about when like, so that way you don't even like, you don't gotta be racist, bro. Just talk about Steph.
It was dismantled. Here's what Galileo understood
That's AI.
that the Aristotelian
Dude, Larry
establishment
Bird was the
refused
best
to
of all
accept.
You're just racist.
When an observation
can't
contradicts
call
your
me
model, the
racist
answer
for having
isn't
a
to
take.
explain away the
Larry
observation.
Bird
The
was
answer is
not
to
the best of
revise
all
the
time.
model. The league, to its
Yes, he
credit,
was.
eventually did
No,
exactly
he
that.
wasn't.
The transformation and how
Dude, he
NBA
made basketball good.
He still wasn't the best, the greatest of all time. You can say he popularized it, but that doesn't mean Dragon Ball is the best manga ever created. Like what?
Yeah, it does. It means it's the greatest of all time. Not the best, but it's the greatest.
No. To be the greatest of all time, player-wise, that means that you were the most influential.
He was the most influential player of all time.
Didn't say that. And no, I actually, I'll you can argue Jordan. You can argue Jordan.
You could argue Jordan, but like still.
I would say the most influential basketball player of all time is either Larry Bird or Jordan. And I'm gonna be honest, it low key depends on your race on that question. Do you wear Jordans?
You say
No, it's more. Do you wear Jordans? Black people really like Jordans. Do you like the sport of basketball? Oh, well then it's Larry Bird.
team's approach offense over the last decade is directly traceable to what Curry forced everyone to
you prefer
confront.
basketball. or
Teams that
streetball?
once ran half of the offense through post-up players started clearing the paint and spacing the floor. Coaches who
Lord,
once ran a
bro.
30
Stephen Curry, bro,
pull-up
that
into bad
that
shots
man
started
is
building
absolutely insane. I don't know how anyone could be like in the same era as Stephen Curry and still like live. To think that LeBron made a comeback on this man is absolutely insanity. Wow. LeBron James. LeBron mother trucking James.
entire offensive system.
Not a swear, by the way.
creating that
Dickerson?
exact shot for their best shooter. Young
Bro.
players across every level of basketball started training from distances their
No.
predecessors would have considered wasteful. The revolution wasn't just about one player.
Stephen Curry made every kid want to shoot threes, bro. Without Curry, there wouldn't be like me as a kid just spamming threes rather than going for layups, bro. I probably would have been way better at basketball, but I wouldn't have had those aura moments, dog.
Player being exceptionally skilled.
Pimpin's better than Jordan.
Revealing that the collective
Pimpin is not better than Jordan, bro.
Scottie
Scottie Pippen is not better than Jordan.
Tested them. But here's where Galileo's warning gets specific. He didn't just warn us that accepted wisdom could be wrong. He warned us about the institutional resistance to anyone who proves it. The people who persecuted Galileo weren't stupid. They were invested.
That nigga, that what is it? What is this like video?
Galileo weren't.
Why are they smiling so heavily, dog? Like they look so creepy.
Stupid.
There's no soul in like that man on the left eyes, bro. Like that is a skinwalker right there, dude. Nobody smiles that heavily.
They were invested. 2,000 years of scientific and theological infrastructure had been built around the.
I've never seen. I think I've seen maybe one Galileo edit. We need more Galileo edits. That'd be pretty
model. Admitting Galileo was right didn't just mean updating a fact.
Galileo, like tralaleo, tralala.
Assumption needed to be re-examined. The NBA faced a version of this same.
He used that clip twice in this video.
Crisis. Every defensive.
He's a fraud. He's used this clip twice too. He's looping the video. This script is made by AI.
Scheme. Every draft evaluation framework.
Maybe.
Every analytical model that had been used to assess
Curry. Oh my God, Curry. Holy bro, this is the GOAT, bro. Curry is genuinely like my favorite basketball player of all time, bro. He's so cool, and he's like not that tall, dog. Like every other basketball player, I'm 6'5", I'm 6'7", I'm 6'8", I'm 7'10". Like, bro, Curry is by far one of the most entertaining players to watch. And if I was trying to watch anybody as a kid, I was trying to watch Curry, and I didn't even like basketball like that. But Curry was the GOAT.
Teams that had passed on Curry. Franchises that had built their rosters around the old orthodoxy.
Imagine Curry with like some actually nice hair and not that like trash ass cut.
Executives who had dismissed
Jordan could not have done it without Pimpin, but Jordan couldn't have done it without Pippen, but he would have still been a top player. Pippen wouldn't have done shit without Jordan.
None of them could admit in real time that they'd been wrong without also admitting the scale of what that mistake.
Like that's like saying Ness is better than Kaiser.
That's like saying Kobe wouldn't have died in the helicopter.
Whoa, what?
Okay, well, that was... Now that I'm thinking of it, that wasn't a...
What? That is, no, bro, no, blunder. What?
Cost
I mean,
them. The
like,
franchise that
think about
drafted
it, butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect, I guess, bro. Pippen would still dominate the sport. I don't see that as possible.
Curry in 2009 had spent that better.
Scottie Pippen would be talked about more than Jordan then.
Part of a decade in comfortable irrelevance.
That's literally saying. That's like saying Corona would have been as good. Would have been like still a great blue lock player. Still, like he would have been a great blue lock player. No, Corona from blue lock. But yeah, that's like saying he would have still been like such a strong player without Isagi, bro. Like they need like Asagi does great with him, but like it's like bro, they're great on their own, but Isagi's definitely a better player, and they amplify that. Pimpin is amplified Jordan. Without Jordan would have been a great player, but he wouldn't have been as good without him.
The Warriors of the late 2000s were not a destination team. They were not a major market powerhouse with decades of championship infrastructure. They were a lottery team in a building.
The Warriors made their best decision when they got Curry. Holy moly, bro. They just picked a random hat in the box, bro, a random paper, and they were like, Stephen Curry. Hey, man,
that's not how it happened.
That's exactly what happened. What you mean? No one watches Trash Talk. The manga's fire, bro. What are you talking about?
That genuinely
so you're saying he was just like complete ass?
RP Kobe.
What did he do with them?
Anything?
He built something from nothing. He won a championship.
No, they were like, oh, shice. Bro, he had ankle problems in John, bro.
They picked him based on his high school
won another one in 2022 after.
And they got lucky by picking him, bro. Look at Cooper Flag, bro. He's not even that crazy.
Through and departed.
And that one black guy with all the dunking edits.
The Warriors are
like, yeah. One edit was like. And he was like dunking on beat. It was so far.
Steph's team in the same way that the atom was Galileo's domain. He didn't inherit a kingdom. He constructed the proof himself over years.
Please, can we get Curry a better haircut, bro?
Exactly the result he produced. Compare that with every player who tried to manufacture the same outcome through a different method. Kevin Durant.
Anthony Davis. Did we see Anthony Davis right there? So cool.
Arrived in Golden State in 2016
like his
to chase
fucking
the
wife,
ring
dude.
that the system told him.
No, his wife hates him, bro. I'm more like Flight in that
He won
regard.
it twice.
I shoot better than Steph. Yeah, in your
His
dreams,
wife
you don't
hates
even like get past the 3-point line, bro.
Generational talent in his own right, physically perhaps the most gifted scoring wing the league
Ooh, that
has
was
ever
clean.
produced.
Ooh,
But
that
he
was
didn't
clean.
build anything. He joined
Oh, that's the guy who talks shit about everybody. WKD.
the structure Curry built and collected.
Bro, I don't think KD has been happy in the league since he just. I don't think KD's been happy on the league since he stopped playing with Curry, bro.
The hardware that structure produced. Then he left. Then the structure kept producing hardware without him. That's not a criticism of Durant's talent. That's an observation about what legitimacy actually looks like.
I really feel like this script was made by ChatGPT.
Like when you trace it back to its source. Curry's championships don't require an asterisk because the system was his. Durant's required 3 of them. Giannis.
Bro, Kevin Durant is the most overrated player ever. Genuinely the most overrated player ever.
Antetokounmpo is
He said Antetokounmpo, bro. You gotta say Antetokounmpo, bro.
another version of the citizen builder. He arrived in Milwaukee as an
The
unknown
citizen
teenager
builder?
from Athens in a market
What does this have to do with Curry? Why are we talking about KD and Antetokounmpo?
so small that the realistic expectation for his tenure was
Giannis, bro. Giannis is so
that he'd
great.
develop, get good, and eventually
That's why he's in Fortnite.
leave for somewhere more significant.
The
He
low tier
stayed.
God skin,
He
bro.
suffered through losing seasons and draft lottery
Stick to
nights and
defense,
constant
gang?
noise about
Exactly.
whether he'd ever win anything meaningful in Wisconsin. In 2021, he won them a championship that nobody in the NBA could challenge the legitimacy of because the suffering was public and the
Yup.
loyalty was documented and
Yup.
everyone had watched him build it.
That'd be
Galileo would
Antetokounmpo.
recognize something in both Curry and Giannis that he'd spent his life trying to demonstrate.
Why is it Stephen Curry is what Galileo warned us about instead of Stephen Curry and Antetokounmpo?
Proof
He's underselling Antetokounmpo now.
built through observation over time is the only kind of proof that holds. Now consider what the Galileo parallel reveals about the specific nature of Curry's achievement that the numbers alone can't capture. By the time Curry broke Ray Allen's all-time three-pointers made record in December 2021, he had 2,974 career threes.
Curry, the all-time three-point king in the NBA. Number 2974.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
By March
As if we were in
2025,
the
he
moment right
reached
now. Clap it up.
4,000. That's
And
more
if you
than
can't clap
1,000
your hands,
three-pointers
clap
in
your
roughly
cheeks.
3 years,
And
made
if you
at a
can't
pace
clap
that
your
no
cheeks
other
'cause you ain't
player
got no
ever
cheeks, clap your-
approached even briefly,
your sack
let alone
into your
sustained
legs.
across a stretch of seasons.
What are you talking about? You just speak.
Fantastic. You're just fantastic. Oh my lord.
He has 5 seasons
Yes,
with
sir.
300 or more three-pointers made. Every other player in NBA
5 seasons with 300 or more 3-points made. That's 900 points just from the 3-point line. Just from the 3-point line. It's over. 5 seasons straight. 5 seasons straight. That means that alone he would have won just about 8.5 games. My God, this man's amazing.
history.
No glaze even. Stephen Curry is an all-time
Dude.
GOAT. Greatest point guard of all time.
Dude,
Mine
just
has
suck his
fewer
dick,
than
dude.
that. He
Like,
has
no one's gonna
26
get
games
mad
with
at
10
you.
or more
You're already
three-pointers.
basically
The
halfway
next
there.
5 players on that list combined
Oh, that's a
don't
flight,
match his
bro.
totals.
Like, what is this? What is this list, bro? He's literally the best. Is that Klay Thompson? Wait. Exact 11? Wait. Bro, why is he here, huh? Gotta coop in a man and slay the man. Running racks out the man and do it all. Wow. Wait. I just realized how low Kobe is. 3-pointers made and it's Kobe at like the second list, bro. Then there's like this is good. And then who is this? Who is this? Who are these two? I think I actually know this guy. But who's this? He looks like an alien. Unglazing more than the old head's white Jordan. You mean I've read manga, yeah. Like what? Bro, Curry is ahead of everybody, bro. He's just a GOAT.
These aren't just impressive statistics. They're Galilean on the sense that they make the prior model of what was possible look like an artifact of ignorance rather than an accurate mapping of physical reality. In February 2025, Curry hit 12 three-pointers in a single game against the Orlando Magic. 12.
That's absolutely amazing. Holy shit. Shyster.
On the same night.
Steph's got 12 threes.
You're not fucking.
He hit a 51-foot
German.
shot to beat the halftime buzzer.
What are you doing?
Bro, I've been to Germany. What are you talking about?
This is like Jinxie.
You really
because
lookism, I
Jinxie
haven't.
started saying that after playing with Oni Pixel.
I've been watching One Pixel for years, buddy.
Yeah.
It's good. A Curry moment in
I
Boston.
don't give a fuck.
A
dude.
Curry
51-foot
moment.
shot.
A Curry moment. He didn't say a moment. He said a Curry moment. So influential that he had his own moment.
From nearly mid-court,
Curry!
taken with the same mechanical composure that most players
My name's
reserve
Cage
for
and I
free
want that
throws.
Curry
When
dick.
Galileo
Bro, I'm just appreciating a great player, bro. If you want to see dick eating Curry, go watch Flight React, dog.
dropped objects of different weights from the Leaning Tower of
Appreciating.
Pisa and watched them land simultaneously, the crowd didn't applaud the physics.
Well, how high in the air do you have to be to drop a penny and it just like kills a guy? I've never read lookism.
It won't. It can't.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't. The
Yeah.
Empire State Building is false. The friction, the air, right? Like
And
the friction will prevent it from killing
why
anyone.
do you have to be up in
I watched
the air to kill
the Sony video.
someone with dropping a penny? I can't spell for shit. It is impossible to kill someone with a single penny, no matter how. Damn it!
Told you. What did I say? What did I say? Call me
What
daddy.
if I drop
Call
it
me
from
daddy.
space?
Call
What?
me daddy, bitch.
What?
Call me daddy, bitch.
What?
Call me daddy.
No. What if I'm in
Dude,
space?
what?
What if I'm in space?
They
What if I do it from
assumed something
space?
must be wrong
Real
with the
lookism
setup
is
because
600
they
plus
contradicted
jacket.
everything they believed.
Peak. What?
The people watching Curry release a basketball from
He used that clip earlier, by the way.
No
51
gravity, dog.
feet had the same fundamental reaction.
Yo, young LeBron right there. This is like a relic, dog. That is young LeBron.
Their framework had no room for what
Well, young old LeBron.
they were
LeBron's high key part of the Yamily, at least in this footage.
watching.
Maybe LeBron got a nose job.
The shot going in wasn't the problem.
Nah,
The
he's always had a
problem
big-ass
was
nose.
what it implied about everything they thought they understood. Here's the thing that Galileo understood that the basketball
This
establishment
guy's saying a
still
whole lot of nothing, bro. You got your 10 minutes, bro. You don't have to push it to 16 minutes. He's running in circles now.
hasn't fully processed even now. When a single experiment destroys your model, the correct response is to discard the model, not to treat the experiment as an exception.
I'm dead.
The league responded to Curry by incorporating his style rather than by understanding what his style revealed about the underlying physics of shooting efficiency. Teams started shooting more threes, yes, but most of them did it by finding shooters who fit the traditional profile.
Boo! I'm turning off this video. I don't care anymore. Bro. He's running in circles. We got his point, bro. We got his point. Nope.